In this video, I'll walk you through how to build this Happy Ghast airport. The best part of having your own airport is no TSA or standing in line through security. For me personally, I think I'm having way too much fun playing with this airport.
Happy Ghast 67, radar shows you at Y level 120, descend and maintain Y level 90, cleared for final approach.
Tower, Happy Ghast 67, descending to Y level 90 and cleared for final approach. So when you approach the airport, point downward toward the runway. Once you hit the runway, then point forward toward the ladders. Then you can jump off. From there, you can ride another Ghast or head to the exit and safely drop down toward your base. When you want to ride the Ghast, you simply open this gate and walk into the elevator. Choose one of the Ghasts to ride. Once you click on a Ghast, you are now on top, and they can fly him down the runway and then off into the sky. As a reminder, this video is for the Java version of Minecraft. If you want the Bedrock tutorial, click the link in the description. This build does take a lot of items: 2 acacia trap doors, 8 fence gates, 16 acacia fences, 16 shelves, 8 ladders, a couple of stacks of scaffolding, a couple stacks of kelp, 2 buckets of water so you can make an infinite water source, soul sand, 8 comparators, 48 redstone torches, 12 soul torches, and 4 hoppers, and also 4 stacks of stone bricks, about a stack of slabs, 52 stone brick walls, 8 stone pressure plates, about 4 stacks of polished andesite plus 9 more, 50 polished granite, the most expensive item, 7 stacks of iron bars. If this is too expensive, you don't have an iron farm, that's okay, just use glass instead. So you would just need 7 stacks of glass to replace these iron bars, and I'll show you later that actually the iron bars are a little dangerous if you don't know what you're doing. You're going to start by building a 6x6 hole. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Using stone bricks, we're going to fill this in. It would really help me out if you give this video a like and subscribe to the channel. Place 2 stone pressure plates on the center of each side. Just past the pressure plate, make a hole like this, and then we're going to go diagonal toward this other pressure plate that you see here. So we have this diagonal line. We're going to parallel that on this side, just like that, and we're going to throw in some polished granite in those holes. Then remove these 2 stone bricks. So far, your build pattern should look like this. Eventually, there's going to be a water elevator here. We don't want a creeper to be able to just walk in and go up the elevator. So we're going to put a fence out here, starting here, just 2 fence posts, and then 2 gates, and then 2 fence posts. So we're going to do that to every side of the square. This build will have 4 legs to it. This is the location of one of the legs right here. So next to that, we're going to put scaffolding. And I'm doing about a stack and maybe 16, something around there. You can make your Ghast airport as high as you want it. I'm going to make mine about 70 here in this flat world. I've arranged my inventory so it's easy to see what I'm doing. I'm putting down 9 bricks and then putting a piece of granite each time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then granite. This might be easier in the scaffolding. Let's try that. Add another granite. So the granite is your 10th block. So that way I can easily look back and count and make sure I have the correct height. As you can see, every 10th block is a piece of granite, so this 7th piece of granite here up top is the 70th block. Now we just do that for the other 3 legs. Quick safety tip: if you're building in survival, make a 2x2 hole, put water in the corner, and then the opposite corner put another water, and now you have an infinite water source. Place water around each side just in case you fall. Now when I do this next leg, I will safely fall in the water when I'm done with this leg. Now we can break the scaffolding and move it toward the middle. Choose one of these holes and put all your scaffolding in it. So we're going to use the scaffolding to go up. Alright, we're a little bit too high. We're going to break the scaffolding down to the level we need. Okay, so using a temporary block, I'm just going to use this dirt that I collected when I dug the hole. And we're going to put a little platform here equal to the granite. It's going to be like that. It's going to go all the way around. So this is just a temporary platform so we can work, and eventually we'll remove it. Now we're going to pick one of these sides to start with. Let's just pick this one right here. We're going to do the runway for this side. Go off here next to the granite and do 5 pieces of andesite. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So starting here on the end, we're going to use 4 bricked slabs. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then on this side, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, on the very end, another piece of andesite on both sides, like that. Starting with this piece of andesite, we're going to put 3 more brick slabs. 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. Bridging out from the center, 6 andesite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 6 more here. On the end of this runway, we're going to put 2 redstone torches. Then we're going to count 3 blocks, 1, 2, 3, and then put 2 more. Then 3 more blocks, 1, 2, 3, and then 2 more. So this runway is complete. Now let's do it to the other sides of this build. One block away from this piece of granite, we're going to put 2 shelves here and 2 shelves here on each side. But in order for it to be the right direction, you kind of have to come out here and point to it like this. So there's the granite. Then we go 1, 2 shelves. Then come to the other side. There's the granite. We do 1, 2. Then we do that for each side. So far in the build, here is your pattern. We've got all 4 runways built, and we have shelves placed on each one. So in the corner on this piece of granite, we're going to put 1 stone brick, and then 3 walls. And then on top of that, polished granite. And then we'll do that for each side. So 4 of those pillars are in place on each corner. Now we can remove this dirt. Let's take the scaffolding up a little higher. Using the polished andesite slabs, we can now connect these corners. All right, in the granite corner, put a piece of wall and then a soul torch on top of it. Wall, soul torch. Do that for all 4 corners. Then in these 3 positions, we're going to build 3 walls high. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's take our scaffolding higher. On the very corner of this wall, we're going to put an andesite slab. And we're going to do that to the rest of all the corners and then connect them. Directly in the center of this platform, do 4 more andesite slabs. And then off the edge of each side, 2 more. Standing facing outward, we're going to add comparators to each of these blocks like this. Temporarily put a piece of dirt right here, and let's add a hopper into that dirt. Your next hopper goes into this hopper, and this one pointing toward that one. If you're having trouble doing this, make sure you're hitting shift. And so this last one goes into that one. So now they are all going into each other. Okay, using any object you want to, I'm going to use a piece of dirt. I'm just going to click on this, add one piece of dirt to one of the hoppers. And as the hoppers rotate the dirt around, it's going to light up the comparators. While hitting shift, you can add 4 andesite blocks to the top of these hoppers just to cover them up. And then we're done with the top. Carefully fall back down. Choose a side and start adding the docking sides, which are andesite. It's coming out 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a piece of polished granite. We do that over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and piece of polished granite. Then we put a redstone torch on the end, skip one, put another one, skip one, and put another one. Till you have all 6 placed. Now we do that for the remaining 3 sides. At this point, your Ghast airport should look something like this. Alright, so carefully drop down here. And then we're going to add 4 more slabs to this. Like so. And then 2 ladders. And we're going to do that to each side. And I'm just going to sneak over here like this. There we go. Over here, I'm just going to jump up on this block. Sneak over here. Now that we've added all the ladders, it should look something like this on each side. Okay, I'm just going to stack back up here. Okay, when you're on this level, you're going to identify the 4 blocks in the center. These are the 4 blocks in the center. We already have one with the scaffolding. This is going to be the place where we fall down to water later. But over here, diagonal to that, that should be the spot for the elevator. Let me look down. Yeah, it looks right. So around this hole, I'm just going to add another piece of andesite. So it becomes a full block like that. Can't really see it. Okay, here we go. Here. I just want to give you this view so you can see that these 6 blocks surrounding these 2 holes, they are full blocks. I'm actually going to go back up. Okay, now that those are full blocks, we can easily take our water bucket and put it against one of these blocks like this. And it'll go all the way down to the bottom. All right, I'm just going to jump down here into the water. Here you're going to use all the iron bars. Again, if this is too expensive, just use glass. So the glass is going to be a lot safer. So if you use an iron bar like I'm going to do, notice that if I fall in the air and I just walk a little bit forward, I will fall on this block and I will die. A piece of glass will prevent you from doing that because it covers the whole block. I think the iron bars look cool and I stay straight when I fall. I don't walk in midair, so I'm going to use the iron bars. Again, just switch them out for glass if you want to. On all those granite positions, we're going to add a column of iron bars. So now I've gotten high enough where my head has hit the ceiling. So that's high enough for now. I'm just going to jump in this water column. If you're in this position where you're half in, half out, just hit shift and you can swim all the way to the bottom. Again, we're going to do this for every piece of granite. Let's do this next one. Okay, I'm just going to break some of the scaffolding just so I can see what I'm doing here. Okay, so I'm going to continue the rest of these bars that are going up. Just like that. Okay, I'm just going to scaffold back up. Okay, I'm just going to fall over here so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, so now all the granite below has iron bars coming to the top. We can double check that. All right, so we got 3 on this side. Those look good. And these 3 also have iron bars. Now we're going to turn these into full blocks. We do that by using kelp. Anytime you add kelp to flowing water, it becomes a full block. Of course, then it's going to flow outward, which is why we have these iron bars or glass to keep the water from flowing outward. So get on the scaffolding and position yourself where you can keep adding kelp without falling off or getting yourself in the water. We don't want to drown. Okay, add the first one, and then I'm just gonna start climbing. There we go. I'm just holding the button down while hitting the spacebar to go up. Okay, let's just go up a little higher. And let's add that last piece of kelp right there. Okay, we're done. Alright, now let's remove the kelp at the bottom. Now grab your soul sand and put that in its place. Now again, if you're using iron bars, this is a little dangerous. When you go into this elevator, don't try walking forward or going backwards. Just try to stay in the center. So now we can break the scaffolding. Now put a slab in the very bottom like so. And just put some water on that block like that. Like I talked about earlier, you can fall straight down and be totally safe. But if you walk in midair, you might actually land on this granite off to the side, and then that will kill you. I'll go to the top and show you how to properly fall so you don't get hurt. Okay, first we're going to put 2 more slabs like this to be a full block, and then 2 more here like so. And then on top of that, we can put 2 trap doors just so that they're a little higher like that. And so when you want to fall, you just walk into this corner. But once you start falling, you can't walk anymore. You just allow yourself to fall straight down. And then you'll be fine. Alright, so if you went the glass direction, then the bottom of your build should look something like this. Now, surrounding the landing point, you're not going to need blocks. So I'm going to go 3, 1, 2, 3, and break those. 1, 2, 3, break those. Okay, so now how do we get inside the elevator? What we're going to do is we're going to put 3 glass here. 1, 2, and 3. Then we're going to break this one. Put a trap door. And then open it. Break this one. Trap door. Open it. Break this one. Trap door. And open it. To go down, you would land here. And to go up, you just walk straight like this. Okay, if you put these waters down, you can simply clean those up by putting a piece of dirt to kill the water block. Be creative, craft well, and remember, you have value.